Everybody reads the first line of the Bible, but almost nobody actually understands what it's saying. And if you miss this, you miss everything. Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Now let's slow this all the way down. In the beginning. This is not talking about the beginning of God. This is the beginning of time, space, and existence as we know it. God was already there, which means before anything existed, before light, before matter, before time itself, there was God. That alone breaks human understanding, because everything we know has a starting point, but God doesn't. Then it says, God created, not built, not discovered, not shaped from something already there. Created. That means something came from nothing. No materials, no tools, no process, just His will and His word. And this is where people miss it, because if everything came from Him, then everything is under Him. That means nature, time, energy, life, death, none of it operates outside of His authority. Then it says, the heaven and the earth. Not just earth, heaven and earth. Two realms, the spiritual and the physical. Which means from the very first sentence, the Bible is telling you, reality is not just what you see. There is a whole realm that exists beyond human sight, and it was created at the same time. And this is important, because modern thinking tries to separate science, spirituality, reality. But Genesis combines it all in one line. Now think about this. If God created both realms at the same time, that means the spiritual world was not an afterthought. It was part of the design from the beginning. Which also means, what happens in the unseen affects what happens in the seen. And now we start to understand something deeper. This verse is not just about creation, it's about authority. Because if God created everything, then nothing exists without His permission. So when people say, I don't see God, I only believe what I can see, they're already misunderstanding reality. Because the very foundation of existence was built on something you can't see. And if everything came from God, then your situation did not come from nowhere either. Which means, whatever feels broken in your life is not beyond repair. Because the same God who created everything from nothing can rebuild anything from what looks like nothing. This is not just a book. This is structure. This is order. This is truth. And if this is just the first sentence, imagine what the rest of this book is really saying. Not what you've been told, not what's been filtered, but what's actually written. We're going chapter by chapter, verse by verse, so nobody can twist it, and nobody can say they didn't know. If you're ready to actually understand the Bible, not just hear it, then stay here. Subscribe to Truth and Order, because we're not skipping anything. We're building this the right way.